Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and today I have for you a brand new game on the channel. Well, I say brand new, it's brand new to me, but it was actually released onto Steam back in October 2021, so very nearly a year ago, and before that it spent about 2 years in early access, and obviously there was a development period before that. So it's been around for a long time and has been honed and massaged into something that hopefully will appeal to quite a few people, including perhaps myself, which is why the developers, Squidpunch Studios, got in touch with me and said, would you fancy a key to the game? Have a look at, play with, give us your feedback, and perhaps, hopefully, also give you lovely people, my viewer, a chance to look at it and think about whether it might appeal to you as well. So, what have we got here? It's called Arcade Tycoon. It's well, the builder part of it is obviously building an arcade of lovely games, including, and let's go a little bit through how they describe the game. We're going to delight our guests with a huge variety of entertainments, including consoles, pinball machines, modern day shooters, pool tables, ice hockey tables, virtual reality, and so much more. And we can create awesome looking themed areas with unique attractions and decorate the walls, the floors. We can put pictures, plants, all sorts of stuff in there, as well as all the handy stuff like toilets and the like. The game comes with a campaign which has 12 levels. I've done about 3 of them so far in about 2 hours I've spent with the game, and also much more up my alley, as it were, is a free-form sandbox game where you have access to pretty much all the equipment, but you of course may not be able to pay for it because you haven't yet built your tycoon fortune. But you can set your starting conditions in terms of getting a leg up in research, having a sort of extra wallet, having more money in your wallet so you can spend more and get off to a better flying start perhaps. But if you do that, of course, there's always the risk. Will your customers be happy? Can you stop them throwing up across the floor? Will you give them enough toilet facilities? Will you keep your employees happy? There's a whole lot of tycoon-y management in this game as well. More than actually I was expecting, to be honest, because as you can see, it's very retro, pixel graphic kind of game, which isn't necessarily the sort of thing that would appeal to me. I like games with appropriate graphics for our day and age. You know, we're in the 2020s now. But even so, it's the playability of it that really counts. And this has a fair amount of that, I reckon. And we're going to see that in a moment. It comes in at reasonably cheap. Currently, I think the retail price is somewhere around 10 quid or $10, obviously dependent upon your local currency. So we're going to have a look at a freeform sandbox game and see how much of a mess I can make of creating a gloriously Ajax-themed arcade. And so here we are at the main menu. Have a quick look at what we can do here. I always like to have a look at the settings and options, but there aren't that many you can change here. You can change between Windows and full screen mode. You can set resolution. You can set the volumes of all the kit and caboodle, as well as the background music. Now hopefully you can get a sense of what that is. I do tend to have the in-game music turned down quite low for these recordings. It does have a very retro feel to it. It really brings back memories of those old tycoons that we loved of back in the day. Transport, roller coaster. It has that kind of upbeat, kind of jolly kind of mood. Whether you can last that for umpteen hours is anybody's guess. I tend not to worry too much about that. It fades into the background for me, to be honest. You have a selection of languages. You can set auto saving for various periods. It doesn't make much difference. The save hardly takes any time at all. You just see an icon pop up. Edge panning. I like to have edge scrolling. I've got a comment to make about that, which I'll do in a moment. Difficulty level. How would you like to play it? Easy, normal, hard. Mouse lock. I'm not quite sure what that means. I'm going to say always, I think. And here, as I said earlier in the introduction, you can, if you wish, turn off the starter tutorial if you wish. The checklist. Sorry, that's a slightly different thing, isn't it? That's a sandbox. I'll leave the checklist on because that's useful because it just shows you one of the key little sort of intro features, which is kind of handy in the game. So those are the options. There's no hotkey list, and I'm not sure if there are any hotkeys, to be honest with you, apart from space and number keys to change the speed and so on. It would be nice to have a hotkey list, if there are any hotkeys, and be able to reset them. However, to get our sandbox going, we need to set a profile. Now, the curious thing here is that once you've set your profile up, you can't actually seem to see what it's set to. So if I go into my existing one, Ajax Arcadian, I can select it. That's all I can do. I can't see what the settings were for that profile, which is kind of frustrating, because when you create a profile, like I'll create a new one here, I'll call myself Ajax Normal. It's here that you actually set your difficulty level. Here you are, you see, easy, normal or hard. So easy is pretty much, you don't pay any rent on the building, which is, well, it'd be lovely, wouldn't it? You get happiness and opening balance bonuses, less random events, and research takes a little bit less time. Hard mode is, wow, you've got to struggle to win in this, I would have thought. Well, I would anyway. I'm going to go for normal, because I do like a bit of a challenge, and there's a real risk of me really screwing it up. So I'm going to go normal. But having selected that, I can't remember now what those settings were. You can't see them once you've created your profile. So shall we set about a new sandbox game? Start a new game. And here we are. We have got a lot. We can zoom in and out. And we can edge scroll. I like that. You can use the middle mouse button to drag. Love it. What should we call this one? I'm going to call it Arcade Fabuloso. Well, why not, I suppose. Except that, and here is where you can set your starting conditions for your sandbox game. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a leg up in research. Well, not that much. 500? That'll be cool. We'll see all the stars working momentarily. Cash, 5, 10. I'm going to go with 10. Yeah, I'm not starting on easy, honest Gov, but I'll give myself a little bit of headroom to start with. So we will start our game. We'll hit the spacebar to pause it. Good choice. I like a game which uses the spacebar as the pause key. Edge scrolling, it works. For some reason, I sometimes find it a little bit quick, particularly when I'm sort of zoomed in. And you're often messing around at the edge of the screen as well. It'd be nice if we had a mechanism for controlling that edge scrolling speed. This is a checklist, and basically you need to tick off that you've got all these things done, and that's just setting up a basic functional and operating arcade business. Once you've got all this done, then you're away. Though as we'll see, you don't necessarily need to have every staff member type, and we'll see that as we go through. We have messages coming up here. New trends. So over time, different types of machine will appeal to your customers. And indeed, you will get customers who have a particular fancy for particular types of games. As you can see here, we start in a fairly small area, which actually is a good deal larger than you start in the campaign mode. In the tutorial, you start with a very small space indeed. But I suppose that does stop you getting too carried away and blowing all your money all on one machine. We can expand this, and we can grow out to be quite large. As you saw in the trailer, which I hopefully have put at the beginning of this episode, you can create quite substantial arcade environments. The objectives, we have no objectives here in the sandbox mode. We have the contract system here, which I don't fully understand. I haven't used it yet. So we're going to kind of ignore that. And for a while I thought, how the hell do you close this? It doesn't seem to go away. Right click it, whatever. But there's a button down here called Objectives. Click that and it disappears. Because when you're playing the campaign, that button does show you as well. There's another tab for the objectives within that particular scenario. You see what I mean about the scroll speed? Maybe it's me. I don't know. Get rid of that. We need to put in some machines, but before we put machines in, we need to provide customers with the ability to use them, which means tokens, and those are our amenities and utilities. We've got a whole variety of stuff we can put in here. Token machines of different types, and they all have a reliability measure as well. Terrible. Yeah, that's not so good, is it? Or reliable. You can upgrade machines though to make them more reliable at a cost. We have an ATM machine so people can get out more money when they're really enjoying themselves. And of course dustbins to put our rubbish in. We'll put in our cheapest machines to start with. And we'll zoom in here. So we will put that there, I think. And we can use R to rotate them. There you go. And we'll need, I want an ATM as well. And that is down here. There is no search button on these as far as I can see. There's not usually a huge choice to make, so it's not a big list to scroll through, but it might be nice sometimes to have a search bar on these things. So I'll put you in there and rotate around there. You're an ATM. Okay, that's what machines. That's what we want, machines. So we have these retro machines. We have pinball machines, we have modern funky digital display machines, tables of things, yeah, shooters, racing games, consoles, virtual reality machines, all sorts of good stuff, and even these really unique things, whatever they are. Gosh, they make people very happy. But we can't really afford a lot of this. Actually we could afford a gambling machine. Ooh, I've not done one of those before. But actually, before we put a machine down, should we check the trends as that first message suggested? Now, again, there are a few things in the UI that all the information you need is pretty much there, but it's not always obvious where it's hidden. Like the trends are under the date button. Yeah, I don't know why either. So our current trend is ride machines. Now, they sound expensive. So where's our machines? Ride machines. Gosh, over £5 grand. I've already spent £2 grand just by putting those two machines in. We're not going to afford that. No. And I think you'll get a new trend pretty much every quarter. So our next trend is going to start in April. It might be the same one. It might be a different type of machines. Or I can reveal the next trend by spending 30 of these star points. We'll get onto the star points in a minute. I'm not going to do that though, so we'll just click off that. We're going to just put some simple machines in. We're going to put in this machine here. Rotate you around there. There you go. We'll put you there. Yeah. It might be nice if it stayed in build mode when you are doing this. We'll put another one in. I'm not really checking their prices, but I know these are already quite cheap, so I'm okay with that. Now, those machines are there and working. You'll notice they got a thunderbolt above them, and that's because they have no power at the moment. Now, our current power supply to our building is 1,000 power stuffs, and we can buy more if we wanted to, or if we need to, which we will, by spending money down here. But if we just turn our machines on now, so turn you on and our two actual arcade machines on. Wow, they're using a lot of electricity, and it tells you here, oh, it is watts, it is W. 160 watts for that machine, 170 for that, 200 for the ticket machine, and another 200 for the ATM. Now down here you can see we currently have 270 watts left out of our 1,000. We're going to need more, so we might as well spend the money to get that now. So we will get another 250 watts. Let's buy more than that. 500. There you go. So we spent that $500, and we're down now to less than £6 grand to spend. So now all our machines are functional, but I think before we get customers in, we should give them some other amenities, like toilets. We could have... I really should stop clicking them immediately. Got this toilet here. It's one. Well, it takes power as well. Now, you've clicked it again, haven't you? Stop doing that. Just hover. Right. So this allows two people to use it at the same time. This is a one-person toilet. This is 8. Wow, that's quite big, isn't it? That's 5 people. That only cost me 400 actually. That's quite good value for money. It's twice the price of a 2-person toilet. Uses twice as much power, obviously, but is more reliable. I like that actually. Yeah, we'll put one of you in. but it does use a fair amount of electricity. I shall put you there. Okay, and turn you on. Okay, we're down to 720 watts left. So that's our toilet. We can also provide some food and drink for them. We've got these machines here. These don't seem to use power. Now this is just a little candy box, gumball machine. It tells you what it is at the top. Yeah. These other greyed out ones, we learn about them and have access to them by doing research, which I'll come to in just a moment. This, I think, is probably the best choice, really, isn't it? Yeah, put the food machine in there. Again, a slightly frustrating thing for me is that there is no rotation within this game. So you can't spin it around to see things from different angles. But if you need to, there is a transparent mode. If I turn it on, which is that. Yeah, so you can see where everything is, which is quite handy if you need to clean things up. It gets all the machines out of the way. So that can be handy. But it would be so lovely if we could rotate. But that's not the design of the game, so we'll live with that. So that's a food machine. Could do with a drinks machine. We've got this one here, and that satisfies 1 thirst. This is 1.5 thirsts. Again, I think we'll go for the bigger machine. We'll put you in there. Yeah. Do we need bins? Will people create rubbish? Yes, they will. So we need a bin. We'll choose a simple, cheap one. I'm not entirely sure what this area effect means, to be honest with you. Because I'm not sure if customers actually put rubbish in them themselves. But we could do with another machine, another rubbish bin perhaps. We'll put one over there. No, over there will do. Okay, so we're getting ready to open, I think, fairly soon. We've got machines. Oh, I was looking at that gambling machine, wasn't I? They're quite... well, they're not outrageously expensive. Interesting. We're going to use you, I think. So we'll put you, rotate you. Oh, we'll have you all facing the same way so we can see you being used. We'll put you the other side of the rubbish bin. You don't need to enable power to you. Down to 670 power. That's okay. Right, we're nearly ready to go. We've got machines, we've got tokens, we've got toilets, food and drink, and rubbish bins. We could do with staff. Now, what you need for staff is a staff room. Where's that? There it is. This is an odd little thing in the game. What we have here in the staff room, well, all you place in your arcade area is simply the lift down to the staff room. I assume it's down. So we'll put you there. And if you click into it, you can go into the staff room, which is here. Yeah. And we'll look at the staff room later when we actually get staff. So that's our staff room. Now, what staff do we need? We need, most definitely, a mechanic, because these machines will break down frequently and often quickly. We've got a variety of people, all of whom are quite old. 74! Alex is our youngest at 58. They have special talents. He's got a pet called Garfield. He loves nature, and he's a lumberjack. And he learnt to love cucumber. These are shared between so many. There's not a great many different talents as such, or characteristics, but you know, it gives it extra flavour. The important thing is their stats, their repair speed, their speed at getting around the arcade, and their stamina, how long they can stay working on the floor and not have to disappear down into the staff room. They could also have special perks. Reduce stamina consumption. I was going to say contamination there, but that would be entirely wrong. Your perk is sure-footed. It means increased movement speed. That is 3 there. You cost a little bit less to run. Otherwise you're okay. Your stamina's not so good though. Oh, it's a difficult choice sometimes. You're quite good. Repair speed and stamina is good. 313 is your monthly rate. I'm tempted to think this guy here, Ken Platt, 280 is a reasonable price. He's got good stamina, so he stays on the floor for longer. Now, as they work, they will perk up. They will buff up, if you will. They will gain levels, so you can give them more stamina or more perks, more particular skills if you need to. We've got you. We could also do with security guard. Whether that's strictly necessary, I'm going in the wrong place. I'm not entirely sure at this point. So security guards here, because you will get people who get frustrated at not winning and do damage to your equipment, and you do not like that. So you want a security guard to take care of them, and you otherwise might get criminals and other types coming into your arcade. So who have we got here? Your perception, which basically means how good you are at spotting these bad actors. Speed and stamina. Okay, your perception is quite good. Less time-eyed. Oh, I like you. You're not that much more expensive. Now, you are quite expensive, but then again you spend less time idling and you gain more XP, so you level up faster. You are good, but you are expensive. I think at this early stage of the game I want to minimise my costs as best as I can, or be more cost effective. Oh, you deter thieves better. Yet staff have toilet needs as well as customers do, so yes, so that will deplete slower. You are good, but you are expensive. I think again this first guy is quite good, cheap, but your stamina and your other skills are good. Yeah, we'll go for you. We'll put you in there. No, I'm not going to hire a cleaner at this point. What I'm going to do is open. How do you press? You open. Oh, unpause. Press the 1 key. Press open. Oh, it's gone red because I've turned on the appeal management tool option, which shows you how appealing any particular part of your arcade is. It's -3 at the moment. Oh, our first customer. If I right click on you, it tells me who you are, and you like pinball machines. Oh, you're quite close to needing the toilet. Okay, good job, I've got one. Can I afford 952? Where's all my money gone? Can I afford a cheap pinball machine to keep you happy? No. It's the short answer to that. Now, in the finance tab, I can take out loans. This is one of the things that frustrated me about the campaign tutorial process, is that you need to achieve certain objectives in order to unlock being able to take loans out, even the simplest and most expensive loans, which made, for me anyway, not being terribly good at the game, that much more difficult to keep my business afloat, because I couldn't take out those loans to get me over those lean periods. But in the sandbox mode, yeah, the loans are readily available. I'm not going to take one out yet. I'm going to assume I can make money at some point here. This is the finance page anyway. We're looking at this. As you can see, this is all good. It gives you loads of information, where the money is coming from, where it's going to, and whether you're at the end of the day profitable or not. In the month of January, we're not at all profitable. We've lost £9,000 or dollars. It seems to like dollars for some reason. But there you are. One slight annoyance with this, which I discovered just carrying on my previous off-camera game, is it doesn't seem to roll over the years. So you can't see how well you've done in previous years, to the best of my knowledge anyway. I always like to have a good back history of my business, so that's a little sort of thumbs down from me for that particular aspect. Our checklist, we're doing really well there. Get rid of you and carry on playing. Let Adam carry on working around. Oh, we've gone straight to the toilet. Good choice. Now, research. This is into the upgrades and unlockables, and you do research by spending these stars. And as you can see here, the research costs a certain amount of stars. Now, what can I spend it? I've got 500. I could spend it on 2 or 3 things. I could make my machines more durable. Repair speed, I can improve that, which is how long, presumably, my mechanic needs to spend repairing a machine. That's 350. Energy saver. This is one of my favourites, because you need to put more machines into your arcade to get more customers in, to spend more money, to make more profit. But they all take power and you run out of power quite quickly. And the moment you do that, everything goes wrong. Everything blows up, you get a blown fuse, all your machines break down and chaos ensues. So I'm going to go, yeah, power. Now this will take 2 minutes to arrive. You can see it counting down over here, the bottom left, and I'll get a notice pop up telling me when that research is ready. Oh, he spent money on the tokens. He's going to play a machine. Yay! And again, I like this. It's all nicely animated. All very nicely done. And when he's playing these machines... Oh, he's not that happy. Why are you not happy? Well, he's reasonably happy. Someone play a machine. Okay, I'm getting money from the machine, from the food and drink, but I'd like you to play a machine, please. Oh, another customer coming in. People loving the toilets. Oh, someone's dropping food wrappers and stuff. Now, star. Did you see a star pop out of the machine there? The beast. Yeah. That is how you accumulate research points. So as they play machines, they add to your star count here, which you then feed into the unlockables, the upgrades, the research tree, if you will. One nice thing on this is if you want to, you can edit the names of your machine. So I can call you Beast number 1, for example. Yeah, well, why not? Here's my first beast. As far as I can make out, customers do not actually put their rubbish in the bins. Oh no, maybe they do. Oh. Why did you drop that there then? It is being put in there by some customers, but it is being left out and about. Now, I would normally employ a cleaner at this point, but because I'm a skinflint, I don't want to spend money on staff I don't strictly need. I'm not going to hire a cleaner. I'm going to do that myself. You do that by picking up a litter picker and doing that. There you go. And that's where you might like to use the transparent tool. So if you've got machines along here where you can't see behind them, then the transparency tool does allow you to do that. Decoration. We haven't decorated at all yet and I've lost money again. I was doing so well. Oh, research is complete. It tells you that there, but you've got to click in the envelope to open it. Yeah, I've got that. And I've now got 753 power left, which is cool. I've got no money to spend though, so I can't buy any new machines as yet. Oh, you don't empty the bins like that. You click on them and click empty rubbish bin. That's good. If I go into the staff room, you can actually upgrade the staff room, these little sort of black areas here, by adding particular items of equipment to help your staff recover and get back to work more quickly. Like a microwave allows them to recover their hunger more quickly. A little bit of toilet paper, yeah, will help them get through their toilet business more quickly. You get a sofa, which means their stamina recovers more quickly. So that's quite a nice little thing. And, oh, there he is. You see them down here. I've not actually seen a member of staff down here before. That's cool. Can I spend... Oh, I've got £2,000. I'll give you... Actually, can I right-click? I can't right-click. Oh, I can. So currently he's just... His stamina is a bit depleted. So I can see here what he's like over time. Oh, I've not tried that. Oh, yeah, there's so many little things in here to discover. It is quite a well-constructed game in that sense. There's all sorts of things you can do. It gives you lots of information. My main concern with it is the UI sometimes can be a little bit obscure. It's not always clear where you need to go to get the information you want. Oh, there's a toilet blockage. No! Now here, it's like when a machine breaks down, I can either wait for my member of staff, in this case the cleaning member of staff, who I haven't employed yet, to come and deal with it, or I can hire a specialist to come in quickly and fix it for a given fee. I'll spend that $20 getting a specialist in to clean it for me. And here they come. They're going to deal with that. Okay, they fixed it somehow. I'm not quite sure how, but they have. I've got £2,000, nearly £3,000. Let's buy more lovely machines for my customers to use. Pinball. Shall I look at my customers? if I go into the summaries here, I can see a summary of all the stuff that's in my arcade. So these are my members of staff, and it's here where I can see what I'm paying them, what perks they've got, what skills they have, and this is also where I would level them up if I wanted to, or if I needed to. Machines, so the power cost. I can change on any machine, I can change here how difficult it is. So if I've got a lot of really easy machines, I might want a small bank of really difficult machines as well to sort of challenge customers. And customers, I don't know, maybe they would like more difficult machines. I can change how much I charge to use those machines. So all my machines at the moment I think are 1 token per play. So if we go back here, yeah, they're all 1 token. And the ATM and the token machine are very easy to use. Everything else is pretty normal. Customers. Oh, why am I not seeing my customers listed in here? Unpause the game and it tells you. Good. Right. Oh, happiness. You're not very happy at all. Oh, I can't. Well, I can pause by clicking that, but I can't click by hitting the spacebar. Who are you? Oh, there you are. And I can click on you. No? Okay. I found that I could click on a machine in their little picture here and it would take me to that machine, which is obviously very handy. So that presumably is you. If I right click, yeah, that is you. Happiness. The arcade is great. Hope I don't have to queue for much longer. Could do with more machines then by the look of this. Oh, he likes consoles. Ooh, can I afford a console? Oh, I can. Right, we'll put the console perhaps round there. Notice I didn't actually note how expensive this would be in terms of electricity. Hope I can afford to turn it on. I can, they're not that expensive. Okay, we'll put you there. I was talking about decoration, I think, or I was thinking about talking about decoration. So this is what we can do. We can change our wall colours, we can change our floor colours, really eye-watering designs. We can put objects in there which give you a certain amount of decor rating. What we could do here, I could put in, let's pause this for a second before it gets too carried away. What does that do? It gives me 1/2 of a sofa, whereas the llama gives me a whole sofa. Prickly pear? No. A telephone box? You're quite expensive though. You guys are expensive. Scarecrow? No. A bit of a plant, I suppose. 1 plant, and you give me 1/2 a sofa of decor rating. If I put you in there, then go to the management tool and select the appeal score. Right, you'll notice that the appeal score here is -2 around on that plant and -2.9. Yeah, around there, whereas previously everywhere else it's -3. Apart from here where all the unpleasantness is, like the toilet and the rubbish bin and stuff. So that does make a difference, but I think we'll carry on decorating. Let's put some more wallpaper. Let's put some wallpaper up. What are you? You're really good, but you're quite expensive. What about a kind of Ajaxpost orangey colour? Yeah, if I press shift, does the whole room. Cool. That looks so much better. And what about the floor? Can we change the floor? What would go with... No, you're getting expensive. We'll leave it like that, but I'll put some pictures up on the wall, shall I? What can we afford here? Ooh, you're good. You're very good. Blueprint? Yeah, blueprint. You can go there. I'll have something by the door. Perhaps a little picture by the door. A coin. A coin. Yeah, above the ATM. You can go there. Now, how does that impact on my appeal score? Oh, it's much improved in those areas. A lovely light pink. I wonder if it goes green when it's really, 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 really appealing. I'm getting messages which I'm ignoring. Oh, shorts. Oh, hang on. The toilet blockage we've dealt with. Research. Oh, I need to restart that. That was completed. Short circuit. Yeah, one of the slight gripes I've got with the game here, again, is how small this text is. One of our arcade machines was about to break down. Luckily, a failsafe in the internal programming stopped this from happening. Well, that's good to know. Okay, cool. Right, research. 350 I've got. Let's make our machines more durable, which is 200. We'll try and make repair speed faster. Now we'll make them more durable. There we go. That's cool. We have a new trend. Excellent. You'll also notice we now have weather as well. Yeah. There was thunder and lightning, but I probably put that behind the little sexy video effect I put in there as I allowed the game to progress into April. So what's our new trend? Retro machines. Oh, that's awesome. We've got several of those. Oh, and the weather down there. Do I need to unpause it? No, that's fine. So retro machines. That's good. So we'll take advantage of this new trend. Ooh, could I? If I spend 80 stars, I could get that one. We've got a beast. We've got a abduction. What about your power is 155. Yours is 150. That's fine. I think we're good with you. Actually, what I'll do, we'll put in one of these, or you can right mouse click to to rotate them as well as R. Again, I'll just put you against the wall here, I think. Put one of you in, and I'll also put in another beast. There you go. Now this beast here, we're going to call you beast number 2, but I'm going to make you more difficult to play and cost more, and see what that does. And I'll turn you on, and I'll turn on this machine too. There you go. Now, curiously enough, nothing is broken yet properly, which is jolly interesting, because in my earlier playthroughs things were breaking all the time and it became quite difficult to keep abreast of everything that was going on. But we're doing fine here. How are our customers doing? Well, they're not terribly unhappy. Okay, John Wells is. Yeah, whatever. Oh, research is complete. That was the more durable machines, wasn't it? Yeah, it doesn't tell you what research it was, but there you go. I've only got 179 points left, so I could get more drinks or food vendor options, but I'm not going to do that. Happy Saver. Bank it. Oh, do I get bank interest per month? Oh, that'd be handy, wouldn't it? No, I'm going to save for something slightly more operationally useful, I think. What I was thinking of looking at next was upgrading a machine. So as you can see here, we can upgrade this for 800 plus 40 stars. I haven't got 800 anyway, but if I did have. And what this upgrade would do would mean the players would give me more stars for usage, so that builds my research ability more quickly, and also gives them more happiness. Yeah, and the reliability of the machine improves. But I'm not sure I can afford that just yet. And the toilet's blocked again. There you go. Sort that out. Again, another small gripe I've got is you can't control what messages you get here. And sometimes, certainly when I've got a bigger arcade and more things were going on and going wrong, I got this feeling of being slightly overwhelmed by all the messages that kept popping up. They seem to be doing alright at the moment. That bin, you're okay. This bin, nobody seems to be using that one. Maybe if I move that bin to there. It looks really out of place there, but what the heck. So I'm thinking I could employ a cleaner. Shall I do that? Yeah, let's employ a cleaner. Because a cleaner is something slightly unusual. They don't appear to be real people. They're these droney things. Although they do apparently love cucumbers and want to retire at 30. He is actually 33 already. And likes finger painting. Going to go, I think, with average average bod here, the right Recyclomatic Mark 9. He's only 21. Well, I can keep you on the payroll for decades then, can't I? Okay, there you go. You can clean. And they will just mosey around picking stuff up. Oh, disappeared into the toilet. $3 grand. Okay, I want another machine. I need another machine. What can we put in here? Now, I could actually afford a pinball machine. Yep, 1370. Yep, 1400. They give me a good couple of stars, and they're reasonably good at the happiness. This one. Now I'll put you right there. Power you on. There you go. Oh dear. Notice my electricity has gone right down. So I think it's probably best to buy more power. Good, that'll keep us safe. Because I don't want it blowing up. I mean, it might be good for it to blow up, to be honest. To show you what would happen. Which should probably be what a good review of this game would do. Ooh, machine's broken. Good, I'm glad a machine's broken. Now, where's our mechanic? He's probably in... Oh, he's out. You're going to fix it. Now, again, this is one of my sort of game design gripes with Arcade Tycoon. Is that my mechanic is fixing this machine. He's going to do that rather well. There he goes. He's fixing it. Takes his time. Oh, another machine's broken. Right, now when he's fixed it, the machine has been disconnected from the power supply, so it no longer functions. So I've actually got to go into it and turn the power back on, which is annoyingly annoying. so when that happens, you've got to go around. I mean, particularly if a lot of machines break, you've got to go around and click each one to turn them back on again. Now there is an unlockable research. If I go into the research panel, which is, you can either get the fail-safe fuse box, which turns everything on automatically, or another few thousand stars later, automated fuse box, which means they are automatically turned back on again after they've been repaired. It's a lot. It's a long way away, and that's one of the things that takes away from the fun of the game for me. Is I've got to go around and keep on doing that if I've got an establishment where things break down quite a lot. You'll notice my technician has a little green arrow on him because he has leveled up. So if I come here, go to my staff, and I can see that here as well. Click into him, and what I can do is I can either add a point to one of his stats, his repair speed or his speed, or I can add another perk, such as increased efficiency. He's better at repairing certain types of game or equipment, like the ATM or token machine, or generally in terms of his own particular characteristics, whether he becomes unhappy quicker or more slowly, or whether he needs to go to the toilet less often. That sort of thing. Now I'm thinking I'd like him to be faster around. I think I'm going to increase that. There you go, and he's now level 3. Ooh, and something's happened. The local school is closing for the holidays. They have sent a group of their children to your arcade as a reward. Oh, thanks. Okay, good. Don't know what children like. What do children like? Are you children? You like shooters. I can't afford a shooter. You're a child. You like console. We've got a console. You like claw machines. You like VR machines. Well, you're not consistent in your desires, are you, you guys? I'm not seen anyone go into a gamer rage as yet, where they kick a machine to pieces. And hopefully the security guard would sort them out in quick order. We have a new trend. We've got into a new quarter. It's July of year 1, and the new trend is table machines. Can I afford a table machine? No, but they're only $2 grand. They do require a fair amount of power though. Can I afford a table machine? Which one? Okay, so you're the cheapest. I could afford you as well, and you don't need as much power. Okay, so if I put you... Oh, you are big, aren't you? If I put you in here... Okay, I'm going to need more power. Buy some more of that. There you go. Can I not? I can't buy that. Okay, I need to get 300 quid to improve my power supply. That's better. Right. Buy that. Good. Now I can turn you on. That's better. Right, this video is getting far too long, so I'm going to finish this one here. So this is our first look at Arcade Tycoon. As I say, there's quite a lot to it, more than you might think just looking at the basic graphics of the game. There is a good lot of stuff behind it. My negatives for it, though. A couple of things. This power on, power off mechanic frustrates me immensely, I'm afraid. I would love to be able to rotate the environment, would be great. The transparent mode is helpful for that, but that's fine. One of the main drawbacks for me is there's no workshop support. Now I remember games like Another Brick in the Mall, I think even Academia, School Simulator, Prison Simulator, all those again had very modest graphical demands. They were fairly simple designs. They weren't as retro pixel art as this. And Sim Airport, again, another great one, did a lot with modded content. It's those mods gave a lot of extra longevity to the game, and I think this could benefit from that as well. A few of these sort of UI things, QOL, yeah, quality of life stuff, I think could be improved here, but other than that, it works very well. As I said, there's a lot more to the game than I first thought there was. Some of the stats, the finance one in particular, you see your overall net worth and income and so on, but I would like to see more graphs here. I would like to see graphs to start with, but I'd like to see more history in my finances. But other than that, the game works remarkably well. If this is of interest to you, then why not let me know. For example, you could like the video, that would be lovely. If you've got any thoughts about the game itself, or in particular if you'd like to see more of this on the channel. I'm not planning on doing any more at the moment for Arcade Tycoon, but if you think, because I'm a bit stacked at the moment with all the other games I'm trying to cover, but if you would like to see more of Arcade Tycoon on the channel, then please let me know. Just drop a note into the comments box below. In fact, anything you feel like saying about how badly I've mismanaged my arcade here, or the game itself, or whether you'd like to see more of it on the channel, then yeah, please do just drop a note into the comments box below. That would be awesome. And of course, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, you could do that now. Oh, this table's killing people by the dozen by the look of it. That would be, yes, if you want to see more of this or any of my other Let's Play series, then why not subscribe? Just click that subscribe button. It should be on the screen somewhere around now, and that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play series. But from me, Ajaxpost, here in Arcade Tycoon, as everything starts going wrong, I will see you again, and until then, bye bye for now.